Meeting to order. Can I have roll call, please, be?
Here.
Here.
Here. Here.
Here. All right, first order of business tonight would be the acceptance of the minutes from March 8th and March 15th. That was the special meeting, 2022. You guys had a chance to review.
Yes.
Yes, good. Any comments, changes, amendments?
Yep.
All right, could I have a motion, please, to accept the minutes as written?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. All right, second order of business tonight would be a discussion, appeal number 227750, area variance, Dorothy Brucey, seeking an area variance, section 24037 of district regulations in an R40 zoning district, where 25 feet to the side, right yard property 9-foot by 17-foot deck, thus requesting a variance of 10 feet. The property is located at 64 Gold Road and is identified as tax grid number 635803001427 in the town of Wappinger. Anybody here tonight representing this application? Would you mind stepping to the microphone? It's just it's fine. Just state your name and address for the record.
Dorothy Brucey, 64 Gold Road,
That was-
Webster Falls, New
That was
York.
pretty close, right? On the name.
Too close?
No, that was pretty close on the name.
Oh, okay.
Just for the record, and anybody who might be listening in, and for the board's benefit, just give a brief description of what you need and why you need it.
Well, when we first built the house in 1972, our neighbors built 25 feet onto our property. So we had to get a variance, and that's why we're so close on the next.
Sorry,
Oh, and that's why,
you're being recorded. You're being recorded, just so you know.
that's
He's
why.
recording you.
Oh, that's why we had to move the house. Actually, our house was supposed to be in a different direction, so we had to flip it because we didn't have enough on this side, on the right side, to put our driveway. So we talked to our lawyer, and he had said we could have had them move the house. But back then, we were young and we didn't do it, so. And we did get a variance, so that's why I only have 15 feet on the one side. On the drive side, the garage side, I think there's 20 feet, 30 feet maybe. So,
Yeah, see, the property is deep, right? Not real wide, but very deep. Almost an acre.
Yes.
So it's a replacement of an existing deck?
yes.
Same footprint?
I'm sorry?
Is it exact same?
Yes, same size.
All right. Generally, what we do is we like to do a site visit, come take a look, see what you got going on, so we get a good idea of, the properties and adjacent to yours and all that good stuff. We also like, if it's possible, to maybe identify where the property lines are. Is there any way to locate that?
Actually, my new neighbors just had it surveyed,
Okay.
and they put a fence up, and that fence is right on the property line.
Okay.
So I know that's what
Okay. That's
they had it all
helpful.
marked out.
Yeah, that's helpful. And the existing deck is still there?
Yes. I
Okay.
had a tree fall on it, that's why I'm replacing it.
Gotcha. Okay, now that all makes sense. So we
Just
can
for
see.
the record, because to Tom's question, this deck either was enlarged or put on without a permit initially. You probably didn't know you needed one. So it came to light when the tree fell on it and they went to repair it.
Got it.
That's why they're getting the variance, but I wanted to just clarify for Tom.
Thank you, Barb.
Okay. All right, so we'd like to do that site visit. We'll do it not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Okay.
We usually get there around 9-ish. You guys make it that following Saturday?
April
I'm not
23rd.
sure what that date would be, the 23rd, Saturday the 23rd.
Now, do I have to be there?
You do not, as long as we can see what's going on. Like you said, the deck was existing, and we can tell where the property line is. So you don't, so, no dogs or anything around, right? All right, so we'll do the site visit on the 23rd
Okay,
at about 9 o'clock, and we will schedule your public hearing for that following Tuesday evening. And the public hearing date would be what? The 26th, all right? So you'll have a public hearing, same time, same place, here at 7 o'clock on the 26th, April
Okay.
26th, okay?
okay.
Any other question, you guys? After the applicant?
No.
I think we're good. B has a little sign for you. You want to put that in your front yard,
Okay.
so everybody will see it, including us. Okay, so you're all set. You're all set?
Do we stay or
Yep. Unless you want to hang out. I know this is real exciting for you, I know. I get
when
that.
do I put this sign up?
Yeah, I would put it up, is there any specific day, Barbara, we need to have it
For
up?
the weekend. You could wait till after Easter,
Oh, okay, thank you.
and then just mail the letters out, return receipt this week. Do that this week, because it'll take 10 days.
Okay, next item on the agenda tonight is appeal number 227751, area variance. Charles and Ellen Siebel, seeking an area variance, section 24037 of district regulations in an R20/40 zoning district, where 50 feet to the rear yard property line is required. The applicant can provide 36 feet for the installation of a 21-foot round above-ground pool, thus requesting a variance of 14 feet, where 25 feet to the side left rear yard property line is required. The applicant can provide 20 feet for the installation of a 21-foot round above-ground pool, thus requesting a variance of 5 feet. The property is located at 5 Fowler House Road and is identified as tax grid number 6157-04-562-324 in the town of Wapager. You folks representing yourselves tonight? Yes. Yeah, please, just for the record again, state your name and address in the microphone.
Ellen Siebel, 5 Fowler House Road, Wapages Falls, New York.
Great. Just give a brief description for the board's benefit, anybody listening?
We do have the space in the backyard, but unfortunately, in order to use that space, it would be right on top of the septic tank.
Oh, gotcha.
So we're very limited in where we can put the pool. So unfortunately, we can move it forward a little bit more. We can cut that down about, instead of 14 feet, we can come a little bit closer to the house. It would be pretty right up to the house. I think we have another 10 feet we could do there. But again, with the septic tank, you know, there really is only one spot that we can safely put the pool.
Gotcha. Yeah, pretty straightforward. I mean, that's one of the reasons why, we like to do these site visits, so we can get a look. Maybe
Yeah.
offer some suggestions to you as well, once we get out there. I mean, pretty straightforward. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, are you well and septic? You have
Yeah.
a well and septic?
Yeah, the well is in the front yard.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, I think pretty straightforward, right, guys? I don't know if you have any other questions. But
Yeah.
we'd like,
I got a question.
Sure.
Could you show us where the septic system is when we come?
Yeah, we can, sure.
yeah.
Yeah, we put in a map, we got our survey, and we drew out where
Gotcha.
everything is.
I didn't see a survey.
I don't have it either. Do you have the survey?
Yeah, we didn't get a survey.
We have a description, but.
Yeah, there's no,
Yeah,
Here's
it's
the
only
drawing.
this.
We actually had a site survey, we just bought the house about 5 months ago.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Welcome.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, it would be very helpful, like I said, the last application. Can you folks identify one of the property lines?
Yes.
For us, can you find that?
We have a fence Plus, we had
It's
a-
mapped out,
We
Okay.
had a survey done.
and the flags are.
Perfect.
Flags.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Okay, this makes it a little clearer.
So we'll scan that and just email it to the guys.
Yeah.
This part, we'll just give you this, so it's scanned.
Yeah, yes, here's this.
Right here. So the TLC probably will come in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Well, pretty straightforward. Well, what we'd like to, if you could too, is kind of mark out where the pool is gonna be.
We're
Sure.
gonna do that this weekend.
Perfect.
And give you an idea of where the pool is.
Okay, you're gonna paint it, the only reason I'm asking is that we're not gonna come this Saturday, we're gonna come the following Saturday. So if you're doing it with something that might wash away, you might, with rain, you might wanna wait.
No, probably gonna use just stickers.
Okay, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
And since it's round, it's just 4
Perfect.
points.
Okay, that's great, that works.
Yeah.
Pete,
Yeah.
we just might want to do this 1/3 that morning though, because it'd be easier to come back
Oh, okay.
and hit them last.
Okay, we'll come on that Saturday, the 23rd, probably around 9:30.
Okay.
Right, we'll be there.
10 o'clock, what you say?
Yeah, we have 3 to see that day. You'll be the 3rd, so probably between 9:30, 9:45. We'll be
Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right, perfect. So then, if you have any other questions, I know B has a sign for you, and a little bit of
Thank you.
homework, and we'll see you on the 23rd.
Because I was looking at the 3 and
Yeah.
then
Good.
the easiest would be to hit the other house last. And it's like,
All righty. Sir, you too, have a good night. All right, next on the agenda tonight is appeal number 227749, area variance, Gerard and Patricia Heidstra, seeking an area variance 24037 of district regulations in an R40 zoning district, where 25 feet to the rear yard property line is required. The applicant can provide 20 feet for construction of a 30 by 15 deck, thus requesting a variance of 5 feet. The property is located at 19 Fieldston Boulevard and is identified as tax grid number 625710277709 in the town of Wappinger.
Yes, sir.
And sir, please, your name and address for the record.
Gerard Heidstra.
Great. You just give us a brief description of what you need and why you need it.
Well, the deck that I have right now is structurally damaged right now. It's ready to fall down, to tell you the truth. And the reason why we want to extend the deck is that my property that comes out, my backyard, when it rains, it always gets flooded where there's a lot of rain. I mean, even like, I know last week was a lot of rain, but it doesn't matter what kind of rain it is, or snow, there's a puddle in a pond in my backyard. I have pictures to prove it if you want to see. And plus, I guess 2 previous owners, or I don't know how long, I bought the house 5 years ago. They have another deck there that's 10 by 10, and an upper deck, so the lower deck is definitely on the way out, and so is the upper one. But that deck is 10 feet out, so it's legal right now, but it wasn't by the bylaws, I guess.
Right.
We did it on its own. So I'm asking for another 7 feet out. This way
Beyond
we
it.
have something to work with.
Right. So your deck is slightly larger than the existing,
Yes.
correct?
Can I just clarify, I think you had said 17 feet initially, but you changed it to 15 feet
Well, I was
now.
willing to compromise. That's all.
Okay, but it's very important that whatever number you want tonight is what that legal notice
Yes.
says. Otherwise, you're going to be paying
Yes.
for it to be
The deck's
republished. You can always go smaller, but you can't go bigger once this is published.
Okay.
So right now, we have it that you're going to build it 15 foot
So we'll leave
for
it
the
as
rear
15.
and 30.
Okay, thank you.
Right, so the deck size is not changing.
No, but he had said 17 just now. I wanted to clarify it now before letters go out and it
The
goes.
width of it is going to change.
That's going to be 30 foot wide.
35 wide,
Yep.
35 feet wide, the length of the house. And the width of it is going to come out to 15 feet.
Toward
Right
the
now,
rear.
it's 10.
Toward the rear.
toward the rear.
And you have 30 wide, now you're saying 35? That won't matter for the variance, but it will
No,
on the building
no.
permit. It's 15 by 30.
15 by 30, correct.
I mean, it makes sense to ask for more, you know, we can always cut it back.
Well, that's what, I was trying to, okay, you know, let's get 17 then, that's fine.
Well,
Let's look at the site.
you're gonna wanna do this one shot, one time,
That's what I'm
right?
trying to avoid, a second public.
17,
Right,
17.
so we're going with 17?
You don't, then you have to change the public hearing.
Is it okay?
Still okay.
So that will, then Barbara, that's gonna change the variance, correct?
7
Yeah,
feet.
so we're gonna change it then to 17 to the rear by 30 wide, side to side.
35, 30.
So 17,
17 by 35, right?
No,
is it 35 or 30?
30.
30 by 17.
Correct.
For clarity, and the variance then, he would need would be 7 feet then?
Right.
So he's got 35 feet. If he puts 17, he'll only have 18 left, so he'll need 7-foot
7
variance.
feet, right.
Okay, right now, I'm a little confused, okay?
That's my math, so I'm sorry.
Is that the new math, Barbara?
No, it's the old math that my kids shake their heads and go, Mom, that's not how you help us.
It got backed into that.
So I'm
Kinda backed
I'm
into
looking
that.
at the variance itself. There's
Yes.
only one variance required.
Correct.
To the back.
The applicant can provide 20 feet,
Right.
thus requesting 5 feet. Is that
No,
changing?
no.
Yeah.
If you go to the survey, I
Yeah.
think, like, look at the survey in the back.
Yep.
From the back of his house to the property line, he's got 35 feet. The code for that neighborhood says he needs to have 25 feet. Okay, and so when he wanted the deck to go out 15 feet, 15 from 35 would mean he'd only have 20 of the 25.
Correct.
Now he wants to go out an additional 2 feet, so he'll need a 7-foot variance.
Correct.
So the variance
So
is
he can
changing to
provide-
a 30, I'm sorry.
To a 17-foot deep into the yard from a 15.
So 5 becoming 7, basically.
Correct.
That's all.
So he can
5
provide
becoming
18.
7
Why
feet,
never
request
12?
is 7
not-
feet.
It's not that
You
difficult.
you can provide 18.
He can provide 18 feet for.
Right.
Right.
So,
All right, so we're going to change everything
yes,
from 30 by 17B. We'll take care of changing the legal notice tomorrow morning,
correct.
and we'll change the agenda to reflect that.
So
And
just,
and the 30 is not changing.
No.
no.
That's width, that's side to side.
There's no, I heard 35 thrown about. That, but
Yeah,
we're talking about the
I thought you
rear.
said you wanted it to be the length of the
I'm gonna-
house.
I'm gonna wrap
Is
this
the length of
up.
the house 30 or
To
35?
wrap this up for everybody, right? The deck's gonna be 30 by 17. He will no longer need a 5-foot variance, he'll need a 7-foot variance. Take that to the bank.
Also, what I wanted to do, because the property line goes up and shoots out, and then it comes back, almost like a triangle.
Yeah.
So from my port, like my sliding glass patio door, the staircase goes right down on the patio. So I want to put it on that side where there's there's no flooding. So that's another reason why I want to do it.
Gotcha.
But if you want to see the pictures of the flooding, I have.
And so what we'll do then, if it's possible to locate the property line, it'd be very helpful. Or is there any fence or anything to demark the property line on that side?
I'm sorry?
Is there any way you can locate that property line?
I don't, it's kind of, they don't really have anything staked in for property lines. There's no fences or anything like that. So it's all,
Okay, tomorrow morning, when you come to pick up the ZBA, the public hearing notices,
Okay.
I will mark up the variance with my ruler, and I will tell you from the corner of the house to the side how many feet. Then you can just simply take a ruler, like tape measure, and go from the corner of the house out and put something there to show them. And then we already know that if you take a tape measure from the back of your house and just go straight up 35 feet and put something there, they'll then see the back and the side.
okay.
Because at the front of his house, he has 24 feet, and he needs 20. So as you go to the back of the house, he has far more.
Right.
He's got to have 35 or better feet. So
Yeah.
the side is not an issue.
Right, gotcha.
And the stair you're talking about, it's at the side, not the back, right? Because if it's at the back,
Presently,
then,
it's right now in the back where.
okay, so you're moving that to the side, so that's not going to be within this,
So the door
okay.
doesn't get all.
Okay.
Yeah, we're familiar with the subdivision, been there a few times, so we kind of know what the lay of the land is, so to speak. So we're good. So then we'll be there on Saturday, the 23rd, probably about 9:30. You're going to be our second visit, all right? So we'll be about 9:30 on the 23rd. 9:45 is going to be the last one. He's going to be second up. So it'll be about 9:30, okay?
9:30, I'll be there.
Right, and we'll also set the public hearing for the 26th, right? So you'll be here at the same time, same place on the 26th for a public hearing,
Okay,
okay? So you're all set?
thank you, sir.
And
Thank you, gentlemen.
you get your sign.
Thank you. Sure.
Thanks. Yeah, we've been there before, right?
John, you ready?
You've seen that meeting? So, okay, with no further business to discuss this evening, could I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion. Second?
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved.
Shalish?
Yes.
Then Dave.
We are adjourned.